Yeah.
Alright, my stream is up, fellas.
That's right. Still in the first quarter.
It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolverines offense will have the first crack at it in this one. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates.
I didn't realize we're 78-25 all time against Minnesota. How the hell is that a rivalry?
They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football game.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State, Michigan State, and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
Thanks to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Could be an alley. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10.
I can't stop your running. Wait, is that you playing though?
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Into the end zone.
That's not me though.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Why did you scream?
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making the play, and stabbing it out of the air for a big interception. Early, that should be massive for their confidence.
First and 10 from inside their own side. They got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The run inside. It's Taylor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Taylor has it. He cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Man, did he find the sweet spot on that one, and just like that, punched them out of trouble. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue-winged helmets on offense.
Kind of like the show. I'm getting kind of burned out.
Got a man. It's Marshall.
And that's a great job.
Yeah, he's a little burnt out of MLB.
Just
When I
bring the
switch
big
over to
fella
CFB.
across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
So what? Yeah, well, you got it.
Here's
Every
Underwood
day
to
you
throw.
good. Yeah, I don't like that.
I like the green
He'll
meat.
try
I
to
like
do it
it.
himself. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up.
Like, I
Right
know
now, we'll
it's
check on
literally
his
the only
condition.
thing kind of in
The
common.
Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Lets it fly deep
You know,
downfield. He's got it down the field.
Come on,
Works
UMass.
his way to the
As an
4-yard
Alabama
line, and they'll
fan,
have
still
it 1st and goal.
disrespectful.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
RB, yeah, good pass. Reading the defense.
Underwood bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's
Good
incomplete.
drive in.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you
It's
get the
tough to
feel
get
this
a-
could
get
be
a
a
stop,
long
you're right
one
back
for
in this
QB.
thing.
He's already been
Yeah.
sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
And then he almost had a kick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. No, he should
Oh,
have
come-
had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang
How do I
on
not
to
pick
it.
that
He
off,
makes
bro?
that play.
Holy
It'll be
shit.
2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a
Why am I
5-yard
getting
gain.
encroachment?
I think I do it. I don't think I go that anymore. Plenty of. I still got the entire
Defense
second
a
half.
little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. The short hands. It's Taylor. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And now it's the lead.
Last completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Nah, no one's tried.
What did they say? How come we get the game tomorrow? Okay, so if it's still going.
Caught in the backfield, it's
Yeah.
Taylor. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Oh, wow, they're running straight through. I don't care. I was still right for a second and a half. No,
Looking downfield on first down.
I'm not talking shit.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy can come down with it. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply. Hence, just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move.
Oh, come on.
And the Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Single back formation, and they give it to
Fucking face mask. What the hell?
There's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's the season, bro.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey.
Yep, exactly.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give is to Taylor. Oh, what a cut! And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Throwing, Underwood. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Lindsey. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way.
Makes the catch, and he's free. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he slips the 1st defender and picks up a handful of yards.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. Here's a little room there.
And he can make things happen, too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield. It's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's got his man. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Taylor has it. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
He's got it down the right side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. In the lore of the Little Brown Jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told them, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little Brown Jug.
Fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They're going to run it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Here's Underwood to throw. He's going for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Trying to move them on the counter. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's got it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the gun, the ground game. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Oh, they're after him. Gets it. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just get... Gumman, if we had a little bit more space, nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
He just hasn't been able to get started. Knocked down behind the line again. Coughed it up earlier. Not exactly what he's had in mind so far today. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick handoff.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves.
There's some room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got the back in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And getting to this quarterback is picking. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Taylor. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Sets up the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To the air, it's Lindsey. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab, it's Thompson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.